Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. The old setup right here. Old Moore's cycles. Little round swing arm on here. That's big money stuff right there. That's big money
This
stuff.
has the S&S heads too and stuff like that, right?
S&S heads, S&S jugs, OE crankcase and flywheel, and OE pretty much everything else.
Yeah. So the whole bike started off as like a generator shovel, right? And then
you guys blew it up. Fucking can't really see up there, but the crankcase is up there. Threw a flywheel bearing.
Yeah.
Went to Oklahoma, picked up my uncle's bike, came back, took the motor out of it, threw it right in this, rebuilt it in frame, and now we're here. This thing is so fucking heavy.
Flat, dude.
Dude, this thing.
No air.
Right, let's see if we can just, give the people what they want. Fucking manhandle this thing. Oh yeah.
At least it rolls. The bearings aren't seized.
Yeah. Good thing the transmission's shot. And it's fucking lowered 2 inches to the fucking kickstand.
It wants to fall over it all. Alright, so pretty much we got everything that we could need. We're gonna start by figuring out the layout of everything, what fender, what headlight, where to put everything, and then we're gonna start making our harness and looming everything. Plan out where everything's gonna go so we're not backtracking and undoing a lot of the stuff that we have to do. And yeah, we're gonna try to get this knocked out. All right, so far that's kind of like what we've decided. We're gonna put the fuse block between the tanks. It's like super mock-up right now because the tank's gotta come back off and get painted. So there's like a zip tie on the front on. But we're getting a plate to mount the fuse block off of one of these old nacelles.
Gotta do a little modifications, but
yeah, we're probably gonna have to trim a little bit to get that fixed. But I think this is gonna look pretty good. It'll be nice and hidden. On these old FLH, FLT frames, it's hard to hide stuff because there's not a whole lot of covers or body panels or room under the seat. And we want to make sure he can still like get to his oil tank and change his battery pretty.
So here we are. We're gonna cut the fucking nacelle thing, and we're gonna leave this front mounting point. And yep, here we go. Safety first. There it is.
Custom.
Custom.
Chopper shit.
That's a little hot.
A little bit. Safety first.
Is it recording? Alright. So we're getting the old girl mocked up and everything. We got power running from our fuse block down to our ignition switch. We got the ignition switch going to the starter. And we just put a ground on it for the mounting bracket. Kevin done ground her down, make sure it was a good ground.
Bend her out. Bend it out a little bit. Also, it probably can't hear you much because the mic's on this side, but
yeah, probably
it's
not.
direction.
But yep, leading off.
All right, so right now, got my test light. We got basically power running up to our fuse block. We're about to test it out. So we're off right now. Go to on. Check. Power on the battery. Power up there. Each spot where we got a fuse, we got power. All right. So we got power everywhere. We're well on our way. Now we're gonna run all of our accessories and then figure out where the light switch is going. We're probably gonna use this one.
Yeah, got a little 3-prong switch right there. So low beam, high beam, off, and then Got brake light mounted up. We got the wires to it. Got the wires. We can fucking throw some wires to that. Make sure the tail light works. And we're gonna get this busted ass headlight back in there.
Yeah. Our headlight's pretty jacked.
So this is factory repair. Silicone. Straight Harley service manual repair right here. On the Sylvania.
Yeah, so we need run the powers for the light. We need to run to the switch obviously first, then to the light, and then run a tail light, a ground to the back for the tail light, and then power to the brake light switch and then to the brake light, and then figure out our starter relay and points and condenser shit, which I don't know anything about points and condensers, but we're looking it up as we go. This is a little bit before my time on working on motorcycles. But points and condenser, I believe we're going to run right off the points to the coil and then a 12 volt from a fuse to the coil. And we should be good right there. I believe the points just sends a signal when to fire. I think that's kind of like how a mechanical ignition is, right?
Yeah, but that's all your timing. Basically, if the motor's timed right, as soon as you turn the fucking key, that bitch should crank over and it should gallop like a horse.
Like a horse.
Like a horse.
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's what we've been doing all day. We're once we get everything ran, we're gonna put wire loom around it all and go from there. But then we also gotta add some connectors in line for like our headlight and our switches and stuff. So we're getting it. All right. Later.
Late.
Got high-low beam. We got the coil. Tell the people what they need to know, dog.
So now we got our brake light and tail light jerry rigged up, got them all.
It's temporary because we don't know if this is the fender that's going on it, and
yeah, we don't know if all of this is gonna actually be in play. I don't know what my dad's move is, but we got that hooked up. See if it actually gets power, which it is not.
you don't have it hooked up here, buddy.
Oh.
Go here.
Oh,
This is
yeah, I
your
never
hot
even
wire.
hooked it up there.
Try it.
Let's see.
Does it have a bulb in it?
Oh, there's not even a bulb in it. Okay, so we'll postpone that.
Brake light. Levi, stop hitting the bowl.
Alright, so yeah, so that's on postpone.
So, alright, cut that.
And then got the
Starter relay is hooked
starter
up.
relays hooked up.
This goes to the battery. 30 amp fuse. This is only rated for 20 amps. So 30 amp fuse.
Which we didn't hook up.
Oh, fuck. Dude. We're not ready for it. Alright, so now we're back. That was a little bit of a foobar. So we got the starter solenoid hooked up. It's got a 30 amp fuse right here because I didn't want to run a 30 amp fuse on this because it's only rated for 20 amps. Probably a little bit overkill. We still gotta loom everything. This is for the brake light. Yeah, seems like everything is ready to go. So Levi,
Everything's
you
hooked
wanna
up.
give us a crank?
Let's see if she cranks. We're on the on position right now. And it spins over.
Does it spin over the entire time, or were you just holding it on?
No, it was spinning over. Yeah, it spins the whole entire time. But
Let's figure this out.